Hi and welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto and we're looking at the price of Bitcoin here. It's actually the Bitcoin USDT chart using ByBit as a data source. And what I was looking at yesterday was this chart with our indicator called Quadzilla. Now Quadzilla does a lot of things, but it also adds in these EMAs. I mean, you can recreate these yourself if you want with any old EMA type indicator, but the green is a 55 EMA and the yellow is a 21 EMA. There's two others as well. I've got a cyan 9 EMA and a red 5 EMA, although the 5 EMA does pretty much just follow the price really. Now what we were getting yesterday on the 4-hour time frame was a cross of these yellow and green EMAs. We've now got that on the 5-hour. Okay, so that happened at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon UK time on Monday. Today is Tuesday, June the 16th, 2026, and you can see now we've got that cross there, and this generally means that the price will tend to trend upwards. Let me just mark this off. So I'm going to put that there where they cross, and what I've done is in the past I've looked for other ones where the price has come down reasonably rapidly and then we've had a bullish cross of those EMAs. So we had one here in April, we had one here in March. I mean, there was a bit of messing about here, a bit hard to work out exactly what was going on really. So I put another one there in November of last year, and then before that there's this kind of one here in April of last year. So you can see that overall, when you get that bullish cross, the price does tend to go up. It doesn't always tend to do it immediately though. So say for example this one in March, the price went up quite nicely, but it did come back down. It actually came back down to this Quadzilla retracement level here, wiggled around a bit and then went up. This one here, it almost did something similar, but didn't come down quite as far, and then eventually went up a bit. Now what we've got here as well, we've got this green retracement down here, which is at 62.7k. So although we are going up at the moment, don't be surprised if we come back down here before carrying up further. Now if we go to the 4-hour time frame, there are a few things that do concern me, and it's mainly these 4-hour super down signals from Quadzilla. This means that the momentum of the asset has got really overbought and it's starting to curl back down. That said, most of that happened yesterday and the early hours of this morning. So could we be going back up now? Because you can see that this retracement here is now complete. The price went up, came back down, and it's gone up again, which is exactly what it should do. That's the 4-hour. Let's just check the 5-hour again. So the 5-hour, we don't have that just yet, but this is making me think that we could have a bit more upside to go in the next few weeks. Now I know there's a lot of people on X and also on YouTube who are talking about getting into a juicy short. Now I think that could happen, but not quite yet. Here on the 5-hour time frame, it looks like these super down signals on Quadzilla are pretty damn reliable, and we haven't got one yet. So I'm looking at something like what happened here in March, and the price went up quite a lot. We got the red bar here on the momentum oscillator, and then as the momentum started to curl down, we got the super down signal there. Now that was a reasonable dump of about 11%. These later ones, not so much, more like 5.5%. But then there was this one here, where we got the super down, and we went down 28%. I wonder if we can see this on a larger time frame, something like the 12-hour. Okay, so the 12 hours showing a really good super down in May when we were up at 82k. Maybe even the daily time frame is the one to look at. Okay. Now this is interesting. This is showing some bearish retracement levels here at 76.9k and here at 89.5. So if we do start going up, then these are probably going to be the levels I'm looking out for to get some kind of reversal. And of course, I'm going to be looking for a super down signal as well. Okay, so for now, let's just go to my usual kind of scalping setup where I'm looking at things like the 1 minute, it's normally the 3-minute time frame and the 12-minute time frame. And you can see here that, we have got these retracements down here. So it does look like we want to come down, do the old slinky down the stairs like that, and then maybe go up. So I think in the short term, I'm expecting a little bit of pullback, and then we go up. Now, of course, typically what happens as I make these videos, as soon as I say something like that, the price goes in the opposite direction, and it is indeed going up. So maybe we're just going to try and get to these sort of retracement levels up here on the way up to 67k again, and then we might double top and then come down. Now, the thing is, it's all probably going to depend on what happens tomorrow, because of course we've got the first FOMC meeting with the new fella Walsh. Now, it's speculated that he's likely to hold the rate steady, but we just don't know, do we? Whatever happens, there's going to be volatility, so that's going to be fun and games tomorrow night. So that's Wednesday. I think it's about 7 p.m. UK time, so whatever that is, 6 p.m. UTC. Anyway, there won't be a live stream today because I'm always busy on Tuesday lunchtime, but do keep an eye on the markets, and we'll be back tomorrow at the usual time for a live stream. So we'll see what's going on then, and then we can talk about what might happen at the Fed meeting on Wednesday. It's going to be fun and games, but as usual, expect volatility. All right, trade safe. See you soon. Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Any information or opinions provided are not guaranteed to be accurate or complete. Always conduct your own research before making any financial decisions. A full legal disclaimer is in the description of each video and live stream.